Hey guys, just before we get this episode started, I'd like to give a quick little shout out to my friend Luke Morey for making the incredible graphics that he's done for the channel and social media. If you've noticed our new profile picture, he's the one who made it, and there's going to be a couple graphics in this video that he's also made. He's honestly fantastic at what he does, and I can't thank him enough. I honestly highly suggest you check out his Instagram at LukeBside if you want to see his other art. It's just incredible. And he's also offering Photoshop services. So if you need any graphic design, logos, or even just basic photo touch-ups, give him a message. He'll definitely respond to you. Again, that's Luke B-Side. A link to his profile will be in the description below. Okay.
Here we are.
We were just talking about Superbad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were just talking about how everyone roasts Fogel, but the funniest roasts of the movie are all on Fogel.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually, like, just because... So we were talking about how, like, you can actually... That's why I love watching those fucking movies with, like where it's just a big group of comedians.
Right.
Because you can see fucking the gears turn in their head while they're about to fucking so like half of those, like you said one where he actually like paused and had to think about what he was saying. I forget what roast it was that he was saying on Fogel, but he like Jonah Hill actually had to pause and like let the cogs turn for a second, and that's just what I fucking love.
I just love the dialogue between the three of them though. Mm-hmm. Like they had so much fun on set. You can tell Fogel, or I guess I'll just call them their names. Christopher Mintz-Plasse, his name is right, something like that.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Michael Cera. Yeah, Fogel, yeah. Michael Cera, and Jonah Hill. They just like balanced off one another so well, dude.
And Michael Cera is really a comedian.
No, he's not.
But he was funny.
He was funny. I was like, Fogel.
Yeah. Fogel, no, like, cause they kept talking about the fucking vest.
Yeah, the vest.
They kept talking about his vest, and the first one was fucking, you look like Pinocchio. That's what Jonah Hill said. Then finally Jonah Hill's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go steal the liquor myself. He walks in, and Fogel, I don't know if he asked a question or anything, or like, but then Michael Cera's like, no, seriously, you actually have to take that vest off.
You look like Aladdin.
Yeah, you look like Aladdin. They're just like fucking, I don't know who fed them those lines. Who directed the movie?
I think it was Evan Goldberg.
It has to be. Yeah. Because Seth wrote it with him, and then they made it. Yeah, exactly. They wrote it in high school.
Fucking genius.
They wrote that in high school. It's like the Goodwill Hunting of fucking raunchy comedy.
Seriously.
Like, it's just genuinely a couple kids wrote it in high school, and then they aged out. Like Seth Rogen was supposed to play Seth.
Yeah, and then Evan was supposed to play. I don't know,
because I don't think Evan ever wanted to act in the movie.
No, that's true, but they wrote themselves, basically, right?
It's about them in high school. Yeah.
It's so awesome.
That's hilarious. I wonder who the real life Fogel is. I really do. That's just a great...
Dude, I've never thought about that.
Yeah, who's the real life Fogel?
Him. Yeah. How do you feel about this? It's
Yeah, it's actually him. We have him on the show one day, and he's like, "What's up, you guys?"
He walks in that door, gangsters.
Yeah, gangsters.
Don't tell Fogel about the podcast.
Yeah. He brought tiramisu for all of us to snack on.
When am I gonna cook tiramisu? I'm not a fucking chef.
Yeah.
2 weeks left of school. Give me a fucking break.
Give me a fucking... Was it break or grade?
No, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, it was break. Yeah.
Give me a fucking break.
That's one thing I also noticed, is that there's so many movies that I watched when I was a kid that I actually misunderstood the dialogue until I rewatched them now. So, like, I always thought it was give me a fucking grade.
Right.
And stuff like that. Or just nonsense like that. You know, like...
Wait, when did you first watch Superbad?
Oh, I was young, man. I shouldn't have been watching Superbad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay. I was always pretty young doing that. But one thing that, like, my parents, like, drilled into my head was that it's only a movie. Right? They're like, it's a movie. This doesn't happen. You know? Right. They're like, this shit doesn't actually happen. I remember I had to beg my dad to let me watch Watchmen. Okay, I had to beg him to let me watch that because I thought it was superheroes. All I saw was people in capes and masks, and I was like, I want to fucking watch that movie.
That's some heavy shit.
It's fucking an intense movie, right? And my dad was like, fine, but he actually like said to me, he's like, it's only a movie. This doesn't happen. It's based off of a fucking comic book. He's like, it's just, this doesn't happen, you know?
That's crazy.
And then I went and I watched the movie, and it was awesome. I had such a fucking blast. I remember but I was so young that not so young. I was probably like 13. You know?
No, that shit came out in like 2008.
No, but when I saw it.
Oh, when you saw it.
Yeah, I had to beg him for years to let me see this movie, right? He would never let me watch the movie.
Right.
Just because I walked in on him watching it once, and it was like...
This looks sick.
It would look badass. I think it was like the prison fucking riot.
Oh!
And they were kicking ass.
Yeah.
I was like, this looks like the coolest movie ever. And I thought the Night Owl was a different version of Batman.
That's true. I mean, that's kinda.
Yeah, well, like, he just looks like Batman, right?
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly.
I always thought
For
the goggles
kid,
was such a dumb idea, though.
Yeah,
put goggles over the suit.
Batman has those goggles in the Justice League movie with Joss Whedon. Disgusting.
I always thought he kind of looked like Night Owl, actually, after watching Justice League. Yeah, he does look like Night Owl. Also, like the tiny little ears.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's crazy. So you watched movies like that very young then, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah. Like I know, like, but within reason, you know, I didn't watch like a lot of really crazy stuff, you know?
Okay.
Like, because there's movies out there that are fucked right up. I was chilling with Isaiah the other day. We watched The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, how's that?
Oh my God.
I've actually never seen it. Is it good?
Bro, this movie's brutal.
I've heard. I've seen like the scene.
It's
I've
fucking
seen that
brutal.
But, wow. Okay.
No, but like there's like, which one did you watch?
Well, the one where he gets whipped. Like,
so that's the really fucking rank one.
Yeah.
The rest of it's pretty rank, but it's also just sad, you know? Like,
yeah,
the crucifixion is hardcore because there's a sequence there where, not a sequence, it's just a shot where his arm couldn't reach one end of the, like, they already had holes drilled into the crucifix.
Gotcha.
And he couldn't reach, so one of the soldiers popped his arm out and just pulled it over. That's pretty fucking hardcore. But he did, like, no, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was that fucking lynching scene. I don't even want to get into it, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Because it was just
It's a long one, right? The movie?
Like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And the whole thing takes place over 12 hours of Jesus's, like, Jesus' last 12 hours, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And the whole thing is in Aramaic.
Really?
Yeah, it's not, none of it's in English.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know that either until I watched it, and I was like, are you telling me that this whole thing is in, like, I didn't know what the language was. I probably still was wrong about that, but
that's fucking cool, though, I didn't know that.
It was a great choice, and I don't understand why Mel Gibson got the kind of shit he
I was
did.
about to say, Mel Gibson, I don't think he got shit for that. It was something he said in the news, but I'm not going to talk about that.
No, he got that. Like, that was different. This is when he was still at, like, the height of his fucking...
Oh, and he got shit on it?
Yeah, because they said the movie was anti-Semitic, which is wrong.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's not, you know? And I'm going to take these off because they're jiggling a lot.
Oh, gotcha.
But, no, it wasn't fucking, it was not anti-Semitic. It was genuine. It was serious.
Yeah, I gotta watch it because I forgot Mel Gibson directed it. And like, to bring it back to Superbad for a second there, it's really interesting to me that Mel Gibson really, like, he was directing serious movies for a while there, and now he's in, like, fucking Daddy's Home too.
Yeah,
he's in comedies.
Well, he's an actor, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
In the 90s, he did What Women Want.
Yeah.
And he was actually, like, that's the thing. I was watching an interview with Mel Gibson, and they gave him an introduction, and they said from no name to, like, as an actor, from no name to heartthrob to genius director.
Interesting.
I won't go as far as to say that Mel Gibson is a genius.
Well, no.
I've seen his movies, and none of them are that fucking great.
No.
You know?
No. They're pretty, like... Well, Passion of the Christ, I could say probably like an 8 for you, from what I'm hearing from you. Really.
No, because it was a lot. Like, I'm enthusiastic about the movie, but no, it's a solid like 7, maybe.
Oh,
like,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Because that's what I was gonna say. It's like he's mostly 6, 7 out of 10 director.
Because that movie had the potential, like, to, although it got the point that it wanted across, it actually had the potential to be like an Oscar contender, and it was, but it was for like a lot of technical awards and music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like no best picture, no best director, no best actor, and stuff like that.
Really interesting.
Yeah, nothing like that. But it actually did have the potential to be that kind of a movie.
Interesting.
But Jesus didn't have a lot of dialogue.
That's what I've heard about it. That's really interesting.
Yeah, he was pretty quiet throughout most of the movie.
Which is an interesting take. I mean, also you can't really.
Well, you don't have much to say.
Yeah,
in that
you can't really give Jesus a voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be so fucking awkward to write Jesus's dialogue.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like,
just
what
strange.
the fuck are you gonna make him say?
Yeah. Also, you don't want to be the guy who put words in Jesus' mouth. But like,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to go that far with it.
Mel Gibson, like. Just,
yeah, I don't think he wrote the screenplay, but
no.
like, yeah, he had like it was his vision, right? And he's doing a sequel.
What?
He's doing Passion. It's like there's rumor. I know that he said he wants to. And then there's like fan trailers, obviously, but the confirmed title, I think, on IMDb is The Passion of the Christ Resurrection. And so it's going to be the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and he's going to like come out of the pits of hell, right? And it's going to be a big, because he went. That's how it works in the Bible. He goes to hell first, and he like has a little moment and everything. I don't know the fucking story. People are going to be pissed at me.
I've never read the Bible.
Yeah, but it's a good one. It's a bestseller.
That's interesting. It's a bestseller.
Yeah,
the
New York
Bible
Times
too.
bestseller. Yeah. Oh fuck. No. Yeah. But no, Mel Gibson's good. Have you ever seen Hacksaw Ridge?
Oh yeah, I actually really like that movie.
You do?
I'm gonna lie. Yeah, I've seen it I think 3 times. I haven't seen it since probably 2018, but I think the first time I really liked it because I saw it actually on Remembrance Day.
Oh really?
Which was insane.
That would be a good day to see it.
Well, that theater was full of veterans.
Yeah,
when I saw it. And
really?
Yeah, I saw it actually just at the theater right by my place.
Yeah.
And fuck, we saw it in IMAX, my dad and I, and just people in uniforms. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude. And
that would be a big deal, actually. Like,
it was weird.
Like
that definitely elevated the experience for me, right? Because I'm not going to walk out of that movie with all these veterans crying and be like, hey, it was shit.
Yeah.
You know?
No. That would be a big fucking deal.
So I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And then weirdly enough, I remember going home, and because I saw it like a couple weeks after it came out. And then there's like a lot of reviews saying it sucked. I still don't think it sucks.
No.
I don't think it's even close to sucking. It has like a bad scene here and there. But it's brutal.
For me, it's that the mood changes so dramatically that it doesn't contrast very well, you know, because there's so many scenes where it's like sunny and love and intense music and stuff. Yeah. And then like I like the way that like it automatically turns into carnage.
Me too.
Because it was done really quickly and really like it actually kept me interested in the last half hour of the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But all of that stuff before was a little bit too much for me. It sort of read like a Broadway show.
Well, and I think there's things in that movie distract from it. Again, with like serious actors going to comedy and then comedy actors going to serious, like dramatic roles. Fucking, I don't believe for a second Vince Vaughn in that movie at all. Like, that's just the worst casting ever.
But it was fucking hilarious dialogue.
It was.
The shit he said was hilarious.
It was. I remember laughing.
Show me your Indian war cry, son. He's like, no. They're like, yeah. He goes hardcore, like fucking way off. But like, that's just like, I'm allowed to say that. I'm a proud Aboriginal man. I'm allowed to make those jokes. You shut your fucking mouth. No, but no. But that was Vince Vaughn's not allowed to say it either. Never mind. I hate the movie. Just kidding. No.
Vince Vaughn is over party.
Yeah, exactly. No. That movie was pretty good.
I thought it was good.
Like what I said was that like it's just the movie goes from a bright, sunny, you know, Disney film to oh my god, absolute like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, carnage. And it's graphic.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fucked up.
Have you seen Saving Private Ryan?
No.
Oh my god.
I watched the first 20 minutes and I had to shut it off.
So because it's crazy, right?
It's fucked up.
And I remember I just like the reason why I learned to love that opening sequence was because it's like a story that Steven Spielberg told where he had a photographer come on set for rehearsals when they were blocking the scene.
Yeah.
And they had ran the whole thing and they had this one photographer go and shoot hundreds of photographs of what was going on in the scene, right? And Steven Spielberg had a meeting with him. He cut it down to 4 or 5 photos, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said, this is what I want this is what I want this scene to look like.
Interesting. I like
you know?
that. Okay.
And so they were just the most like heart-wrenching graphic, you know,
right.
bits. And he was like, this is what I want the scene to be. Out of hundreds of photographs, that's what he chose.
Yeah.
Right? And I just love the idea that I'm not a huge fan of Steven Spielberg, but that's how you should direct a movie. You should be that serious about capturing the mood of a sequence. Well, definitely,
and especially if it's based off of something like that.
Yeah.
You know, if
like storming the beaches of Normandy, you better do a good job.
Yeah, you can't fuck that up.
No.
If you fuck that up, your career's over.
But usually when Steven Spielberg makes historical movies, like these things happened, it usually turns out pretty good.
Well, that and Schindler's List I've heard.
They're
Schindler's
great.
List is a perfect movie.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
It's fantastic. And I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, but I've been meaning to. The first 20 minutes, it makes me shut it off. Like, you know it's a great movie. Yeah. Right? I just don't like his modern shit.
Like, like the BFG.
Big right?
The BFG was fucking garbage. I didn't like Ready Player One. That went really well with fans. I really didn't like Ready Player One.
I thought it was fun. Yeah. But fun for like the first 20 minutes, and then it's just like, okay, we get it. This guy's a fucking nerd. And that's coming from a nerd. Yeah. Right?
Like, I just don't know if they needed... Like, I guess I like the premise, but the CGI was too much. I guess it's supposed to look like a video game.
I don't care. Like, if it's... I hate movies that use that. It's just an excuse for shit CGI.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, it's supposed to look bad. It's a video game. Yeah. No, it's like you just didn't have the money. Yeah, you shouldn't have made this fucking movie.
GTA Remastered looks better than that.
Literally, it actually does.
It did,
but,
for sure.
Yeah, no, the one scene I do like in Ready Player One, though, is that Shining tribute, just because I like that movie. But if that were cut out of the movie...
I remember that, yeah.
It was so overdone. It didn't need to be there at all. Complete fan service. That's why I liked it.
Like, the DeLorean didn't need to be there.
No. Nothing needed to be in that movie.
The Iron Giant?
That was terrible.
Didn't need to
be in there. Well, they just completely misused him. They used the Iron Giant as a weapon.
Yeah, you don't need to use the Iron Giant at all.
Made no sense. It goes completely against what that movie's even about in the first place.
And the reason why I think that movie was seen by so many people, because it did do really well in the box office, is because it had those little bits in it. Like there's a point where he was baiting everybody to get to the theater.
What do you mean?
Because of the fact that they had so many lovable characters in it.
Oh yeah,
they had the Iron Giant, they had the DeLorean.
They had Chucky in that,
and it's
like
all
a split second.
It's in the poster, you know. So it's like once you see that poster and you see the trailer,
no,
you're gonna go see the movie.
No, literally though, once you see that poster, you know what the movie is.
Yeah. That's true.
And that's really shitty.
And they use like the classic 80s, which is every poster is using now, where it's like the main character is huge and all the characters sort of drip down. It's so lame.
It's lame.
They did that. Overdone. They did it with even Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that poster kind of sucks.
But whatever, they sort of they did it. That's just
I like how Quentin put himself on that poster though.
Was he?
Yeah, you don't know?
No, you don't know.
Okay, seriously, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay. All right.
Holy shit.
This guy's gonna go grab the poster.
Well, I have the fucking Blu-ray.
Be quick. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Tell a joke?
Tell a joke.
Okay. There's no, I'm not gonna tell that joke. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll put it on for them. But he's right. Where is he? He's somewhere right. Fuck, he's right there. He's directing.
Oh my God, that is Quentin.
He's right there. He put himself on the poster because he wasn't in the movie.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that dope? Man, put himself on the fucking poster.
This guy's brave,
movie.
Man. Well, he's Quentin Tarantino.
We got to do an episode on Quentin one day.
Yeah.
Genius. He's probably one of the best directors of all time.
Yeah, that's one thing I was noticing too. The amount of topics of conversation that you and I are capable of burning through. Well, we only have room for like 6 episodes, man. Like, we just keep running through. We started with Superbad. Now we're talking about the Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, but like back on to comedies for a second. We were talking about The Night Before, and you said you haven't seen that since it came out.
Since it came out, yeah.
6 years ago.
I liked it.
I love that movie.
But I just remember I just laughed at because I was smoking so much weed when I first saw that movie that it was like that movie was obviously funny, you know, like that was hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there was a point where like I was baked when I saw it, so like he's like talking to the nativity scene and shit like that. That was hilarious. And you always say that fucking same. You always say that same. Fuck you, baby. Fucking lose it. Like that's so funny.
Yeah, there's so many quotable lines in these Seth Rogen movies. Yeah, and that's why we were talking about Superbad.
He's the legend,
like, dude. Him and Evan, they just know how to write.
Absolutely, they do.
Like,
do they write it all together? I'm sure. Well, yeah, I know that they wrote This Is the End together.
Oh my God, what a great movie!
A great movie,
man. So good.
Fucking like Jonah Hill and Michael Cera are the whole movie.
What's your favorite scene in This Is the End?
My favorite scene, I have a couple. First off is when possessed Jonah goes
I was about to say that's
titty fuck Seth.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Bees or seeds?
Are these big bees or small seeds?
They're perfect.
That's so fucking funny. Or Michael Cera getting blown in the bathroom is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, sip time. And he makes perfect eye contact with fucking Jay Baruchel.
Or just by the pool, he's like, does this smell funny to you?
Yeah, does Coke smell funny?
I've never done fucking cocaine before.
You did the best shit for your first time. Yeah, that's
he's
such
holding
a great
his
movie.
phone out. He gets fucking impaled. Oh shit, that's embarrassing.
That was honestly one of my favorites because I've been in that position where it's like I had the phone on me while I was getting mad at people, and then
I took my fucking
literally, and then just the way he does it and he gets impaled, he's like, "Oh shit, that's embarrassing." That's fucking fantastic. But yeah, honestly, my favorite bits of the movie are just the first half an hour.
Really? You don't like the... No way, because you always quote the, I will fucking come on you.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's a great part.
That's pretty funny.
I was raised in a house of women.
Yeah, I was raised in a house of women.
And also...
Well, I highly doubt they tell you to just close your eyes and fucking close your eyes and fuck you.
Fuck, it's so good. But we were talking about, earlier, you were saying how you love that actors can just balance off one another. And how, the gears were turning.
I would love to be in a movie like this.
Well,
is the end. Like,
this is the end.
It go.
It has those amazing bloopers that you always talk about because they're so funny.
The bloopers are almost the best part about seeing 100%. Movies like that because you get my favorite is Danny McBride around the table and they're just like they were like I'm atheist, I'm this, I'm that, and they're like Danny's Muslim. Shalom.
Like that's
fucking hilarious.
So golden.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Oh my God.
Or like even the bloopers from them shooting that fucking the magazine like coming shit. That was so funny where it's just like Danny McBride doesn't know what to say. So he's like, I will fucking come all over everything. Ooh,
and then they just go, ugh.
Yeah.
And they just burst and Seth Rogen in the back. And fucking ruins the take.
That's so funny.
It's so good.
No, they're legends. Or
they're so good, man.
Fucking that's what and also I like, but I'm really impressed with the fact like that it's old news, but Jonah Hill was actually able to do other things. Jonah Hill was able to do like Scorsese and Tarantino.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Jonah Hill out of that friend group is easily probably the most talented.
And James Franco's probably pissed knowing that.
You know what? Franco, he was in fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, like he did Spider-Man, which is iconic, obviously.
Honestly, his Harry Osborn was perfect.
Yeah, and he did the fucking 127 Hours, got his Oscar nomination.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that movie, actually. I still need to
It's all right. It's sort
I
of...
own it, and I haven't seen it.
It's kind of exhausting, you know.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
Does his arm actually get cut off in the movie?
Oh, he cuts it off himself.
Oh, so you see it? Then?
Yeah.
Okay,
well, yeah. You kind of
that's
see
interesting. I
you
want
don't
to
see
what
him
they did for
saw the whole thing
no,
off.
but I want to see what they did for effects for it.
Yeah. No, you see him like he cuts it, he breaks it, you know, and he does all kinds of crazy shit.
Okay.
But eventually, yeah, he my favorite bit is when it starts raining. And he's so happy because he ran out of water, right? Oh, it starts raining and he holds up his water bottle and he's so excited, right?
That's sick.
And then, but the guy made it. You know, that's one cool thing to know about that is that like when you're watching it, you're like, I would end it right there.
Yeah,
like I'd be done. And this guy fucking made it.
He
did
awesome.
Interviews and stuff. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
He's out.
You're right though. Like James Franco must be pissed off
that Jonah Hill actually. But Jonah Hill is a better actor in my opinion.
100%. Was he nominated for anything?
Jonah Hill?
Oscar? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has 2. One for Moneyball and one for The Wolf of Wall Street.
Right. I knew he had for Wolf of Wall Street. I forgot about Moneyball.
Yeah.
He was big in Moneyball.
He was huge in Moneyball.
He was fucking
He's always been that kind of big guy.
No, the biggest he was in War Dogs with Miles Teller.
That was pretty big.
That was pretty huge. And then like I think 2 years later, he's skinny as shit.
Are you sure that's the biggest he's ever been?
I think so. Oh no, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
He was massive.
Fucking huge in the 40-Year-Old
like,
Virgin.
I'd like to buy these shoes.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, I know it seems like it should be that easy. Yeah, and I thought it was, but you're making it really difficult, lady. I just want to take these shoes home so I can wear them. Like, what the fuck? He looks baked, like super baked. And he's actually in the last scene of that movie dancing.
Which they shoot
the Aquarius thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Is it Nuquarius or Aquarius? That song?
Oh,
that they're like harmony and understanding. Like you know that was Seth Rogen.
Right.
Yeah, but fucking no, they were. I remember like Jonah Hill. Steve Carell told a story that he was like sweating so much that day.
Jonah Hill?
Steve was sweating, right? But he gets to the fact that like he's like, I don't know why the fuck they put Jonah in a poncho and hat over his clothes. He was just cooking to the point where he actually got sick, right? Like he was so fucking hot, right? And
maybe that was a wake up call for him or something.
Well, maybe, but either way, he made great movies after that. Like I don't think he was very pissed.
What do you think about mid-90s? Because we saw it together. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like it's just there, you know.
It's a passable Netflix movie.
Yeah,
it's literally a Netflix. And chill movie.
Yeah.
It's a Netflix and chill movie.
And it was maybe like A21, wasn't it?
No, like A24.
A24, yeah, A24.
A24 makes great movies.
They do.
Like Hereditary, Midsummer, The Witch, Uncut Gems, Good Time. Fuck, all those movies.
Yeah, they make a lot of independent movies.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite studios right now, honestly. They're just pumping out god tier shit.
Deservedly so. Like, yeah, they're fantastic.
But yeah, I don't know. Mid-90s was kind of lame.
Yeah, I thought it was strange. Also, that girl fucked like a 9-year-old.
Yeah, why is that not talked about?
I can't believe that. Well, it's not that big of a deal, but she fucking did it. Like that's like hardcore.
It's pretty fucking weird.
But it was the 90s.
I know, but I remember when Stevie's his name in the movie, right? And like the little kid.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the little kid's name is Stevie.
Yeah.
And he's like, she let me touch her, and then we looked at each other and we're like, what the fuck are we watching? Oh my god, yeah. Jonah, bro.
Jonah.
Yeah.
Jonah. No. Fuck, that's such a dumb story.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get Ethan on the show just for shit like that. Jonah. Yeah, Colten. That's a great story. Okay, so there's I'll tell the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was one time, it's a quick story. I know we're about to have a break here.
Yeah.
But no, okay, so for graduation, me and my buddy Justin, we threw a party with our friend Erasmus, right? And because it was Erasmus's house or so, we thought it was Erasmus's house, right?
You don't even know.
And all of a sudden, or like it was his brother's house or something like that.
Some
you
shit.
know?
It was a fucking house.
And the party's live, like it's going crazy.
The whole grade
at this
was
point.
there. I remember that party.
Like right now, it's going really well.
I was in the backyard eating fucking cake.
Yeah, there was tents in the backyard and shit. It was awesome.
It was sick.
Right? Or no, maybe not tents, but there was like groups of people.
There was one tent. I remember there was a tent there.
And
good grad party.
Yeah, halfway through, this old lady comes running into the house, and starts freaking the fuck out. Like, we don't know what's going on. And somebody says to me outside, yo, there's somebody in the house. They just said somebody, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a key word that she's an 80-year-old woman.
Bro, that house was full of like hundreds of graduates.
Yeah,
there's someone in the house.
Yeah, there's someone in the
fucking
house.
Where's Waldo?
So I go inside and I turn around and I see this person, but I didn't really register because I'm drinking, right? I didn't really register. And all of a sudden I just go, who the fuck are you? And it's this 80-year-old woman. Like, I just all of a sudden snap into it.
Stereotypical like robe and all that shit?
Yeah, like a nightgown.
Oh my God.
Like white fucking curly hair, like the whole thing. And I didn't even fucking understand that. And I turn around and go, who the fuck are you? Oh, and you see Ethan standing behind this girl. Like, in my peripherals, I see him, and him being Ethan, he just goes, Colten. And I just like, I don't, and Erasmus comes and handles the situation, but I fucking cussed out an old lady for like a second. Like,
fuck, dude.
And I felt so bad.
So who was she again?
She was the owner's mother or something, the owner's grandmother, something like that. So I don't actually know who owned the house, but it was the owner of the house, grandmother, who didn't know that we were throwing a party.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and so that was the big deal. It was fucking hilarious.
That is so Colten.
Yeah. We're going to take a break, though. I'm going to go use the bathroom and everything. Yeah.
All right, sounds good, man. Okay, and we're back. So
I don't know what I was talking about.
Oh, shit. We were talking about high school, the grad party.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
That's how bad it was, guys.
Yeah, it was fun. High school was a fucking blast.
It was a good party, but also it was shit at the same time, because I remember I left so fast.
Yeah.
Because I got there, because for some fucking reason, you guys decided, let's do it grad night, which is just the dumbest decision.
That's not dumb. We wanted there to be an after party after everybody got off stage. That's the fun of it.
Yeah, I understand.
There has to be an after party after the big event.
And you chose the smallest house on 118th?
We were gonna use Justin's. And I think something happened. His mom told us we couldn't because that was too many people. You know, we had a lot of people ready to come.
There was like 300 people in this fucking like shack.
I feel like it looked like more than it was because of the size of the house.
Okay, yeah.
But it was not 300 people.
Are you sure?
Absolutely not.
How much was, or how many people were there?
I'd say maximum like 150, 200.
Okay, maybe. Fair enough. Well, yeah, actually you're right, because if it was our grade, it would be like 150, maybe. Two. There were
and not everybody in the grade showed up.
And there were a couple strangers there.
There was I think there was more people that weren't in our grade that actually came to the party.
Yeah.
Like there was everybody there.
I remember I was just saying I had a cake in the background with all my friends because we were baked as shit, and we went to 7-Eleven down the street.
And you bought a cake?
Yeah.
Why?
We were fucking hungry, man.
Why'd you bake a cake?
Well, it was either a cake or an oven pizza, and we're not going to use this fucking oven while people are around in the kitchen, right? So we're like, fuck. We'll just get one of those stupid fridge cakes. And I think I had
skip the
like...
dishes a thing? Could you do skip the dishes?
No.
It wasn't a thing?
Well, it must have been... Yeah, it was a thing. But
it was like 2019?
We didn't have money.
Or no,
we had a good $7. $7 is the delivery fee.
What was the graduating class that year?
Bro, are you joking? 2018.
2018, yeah.
Skip the dishes. Come on.
It was a thing. It had to be.
It was definitely a thing. No, we were broke. $7 for a cake or $7 for the delivery of one. Like, which one are you gonna get?
Why the fuck would you get a cake?
We were high, bro. We were high. What do you expect?
So you all said, let's fucking buy a cake.
It was funny too. We got a bunch of spoons and shit. I remember I was baked out of my mom.
We got a bunch of spoons.
We did.
Shit.
We did. We got those plastic spoons. I asked the guy, I'm like, can we get like a couple like forks and spoons? The guy's like, what the fuck? The guy was like, okay. And then we came back, and we're sitting in like a circle in the backyard. We look like we're a part of a cult. We're just surrounded by this fucking cake, just going at it. And then we couldn't finish it. I just handed off to like a couple strangers, like looked like they were in their 20s or some shit.
Clean that shit up. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I think it was a lot of people because a lot of us we had like, especially because of Playworks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
We all knew people from the grade above us because Playworks was the directing class a year above us when we were all acting in it. Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And so that was, we all had like friends that were a grade above us, but there was, and also, it was Erasmus's sort of venue, right? Like it was Erasmus's house, but it wasn't his house. It was just the house that he put together.
But yeah.
And so his brother was there. His brother brought a bunch of his friends, right?
Yeah, well, of course.
And so they're all older than us, of course. But yeah, no, they're all older than us. So like, there was a lot of people that actually weren't in the graduating class that were there. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah. But fuck me. I'm sorry, text, I didn't turn off my phone.
Colten.
It's that fucking old lady.
She's back. I hear you talking about me, bro. You're gonna answer it? Look at this guy.
I'm sorry. My dad asked me a question. That's my father. I have
This
to.
guy's like, oh shit, like it's actually her.
It's so actually her. You guys, I'm in trouble. I have to go. Daniel, wrap it up.
Fuck.
We have fucking Mr. Chills in the back waiting to get on the show.
When is it gonna be my turn?
Yeah.
Number 15.
Number 15.
No, I have a little story to tell from that party.
Yeah.
Because not a lot
from that party.
From that party. I don't think I've ever told you this, and I was a fucking asshole.
Are you going to fucking grind my gears again, like fucking Avengers?
No, dick. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. This is just a great story. So you know Caitlin Carter, right?
Yeah, I love Caitlin Carter.
Yeah, she's fantastic. So for some reason, I was at a table like by a window or something, kind of by like the deck. Yeah. And fucking all these people, I'm just like sitting there charging my phone, like, oh, can you charge mine? Can you charge mine? I became the fucking phone charger.
Okay.
For like a good hour.
Fun.
I'm just handing off their phones and I'm charging. I'm like, okay.
At least you had something to do.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just kidding.
And Caitlin and I are sitting and chatting, and then this random guy comes up, and on this table there's like a basket of tomatoes, like red circular.
Red circular.
No, it's like these are like perfect circle tomatoes. They look like fucking like bouncy balls.
Yeah.
And I pretend I was playing with one, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, bro, what you got in your hand? I'm like, dude, there's just like a thing of bouncy balls here.
Oh,
and like
no.
they're like stress relief and shit. It's awesome. And like, I don't know why they're here, but they're so sick. This random guy, I have no idea who he is. He's like, oh, word? I'm like, yeah, you want this one? He's like, yeah, why not? And he's like, oh, sick.
No.
Yeah, no, all over. He's wearing a white shirt and everything.
Oh, no.
I fucking burst. I was like, bro, you're an asshole.
Good. Like, that's funny.
I also got on my glasses, so I was a bit pissed.
Bouncy ball. Don't they have like green vines hanging from the fuckers? Like, they're tomatoes.
Yeah, no, they usually
they
do.
have fucking stems. Like.
Yeah, no, they didn't. Like, it was all cut off. What kind of fucking party snack is that?
I don't know who brought a basket of fucking tomatoes.
It was a basket of tomatoes, dude. It was insane, but it was like, it was really funny because I just see them like, what the fuck kind of party is this, man?
Who brought tomatoes?
Who brought tomatoes? Okay, who brought the tomatoes?
Fucking, no, I know that we, like, that party was, it was fun, but it was not the biggest one that we ever had.
No, I missed a lot of those. I didn't go to parties.
Yeah, you didn't come to a lot of them.
Honestly, because
you came to a bunch of Michaela's.
Well, yeah. If you want me to be real, I wasn't confident. I really thought like no one wanted me to show up.
And my god! If you get invited, then fucking come.
I didn't though because I didn't have Facebook.
Oh.
And I never heard about them. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe they just like, you know, they can't like. Of course, I had the thing of like, oh, maybe they can't reach me. But my dumbass high school insecure brain was like, oh, maybe
that's
they don't want me to be there.
You're a legend, Daniel.
Well, thank you.
But no, fucking. That would like, but I always wanted to rent a house. Like in This Is the End. Like in This Is the End, just rent a really nice fucking place. But then we'd trash it and I'd have to pay for it. Yeah. Oh my god, that's my
Rihanna!
dream. Rihanna! Fuck you, Kevin. Just fucking. No, that'd be.
Get the fuck off me, Z.
Yeah, get the.
Ow!
See, that's
too late for you. You're already in the hole.
That's why that movie's fantastic, is because they have cameos from people that aren't even comedians, like Rihanna and fucking. Well, she's pretty much the only one, but
there were a couple in there though that I thought
most of them were comedians. You know, like Mindy Kaling, Craig Robinson.
If I don't fuck Michael Cera tonight.
Yeah, if I don't fuck Michael Cera tonight, like I'm seriously gonna blow my brains out.
What? Jay Bruchel?
You can do better than that. He's bad news.
Fucking hairless.
Yeah, fucking hairless. Probably has a huge cock.
She's a great actress.
She's fantastic, but like I think she's a great writer.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she used to write for The Office.
Doesn't she write, Mindy Project, right? Or does she just act? Okay.
So that was the Mindy Project came from. That's why near the end of the show, Mindy and BJ Novak left the show because they went to go make the Mindy Project.
They didn't leave the show.
They did they just weren't in it as much.
Oh,
because they left to go make the Mindy Project.
Okay. I didn't know BJ Novak was in Mindy Project. I've never seen it.
No, he was a writer.
Oh, he was a writer.
I don't know if he was in it. He might have been in it.
Maybe.
But like I know he was a writer. Yeah.
Cross thing there. Why not?
He was a writer, but he was always a writer. Before he actually got the part on The Office, he was in the first episode, but before he actually was confirmed to have a role, he was writing for the show.
Right. No, yeah, I heard about that.
And then they gave him a part.
The Office is a fantastic show, by the way.
To me, that's the best example of NBC comedy.
Like, I completely agree.
Any comedy, like especially the structure was not different because Ricky did it first.
Yeah.
But it was so great because of the way that they actually made it. They made it feel a little bit more. Not only was it because it wasn't as natural as the BBC Office. No, it was was made it feel like they actually didn't know they were on TV. You know? Yeah. There was a point where you could tell in the American Office they kind of knew they were on TV, But
isn't that the point of it though?
Not in the BBC version. It was supposed to be like a small time little documentary.
Oh right,
and
okay,
in season 9 of the American Office, it was a really huge documentary. Like it was a big deal, right?
Yeah, like
and you could kind of tell
renowned.
The bits were always a little bit, more dramatic than like more for television than
definitely.
just what would happen in an actual office.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
that's how you
like
keep it
Dwight was always the best for those bits. Like he had a wig for everybody in the office.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. He would always just turn around. It's like you never know when you have to bear a passing resemblance to somebody else.
Dude, the feud between Jim and Dwight is so good.
Like the shit like that is just like you can't. That's lightning in a bottle. That show.
100%.
Because
100%.
everybody worked together so beautifully.
No, for sure.
Right. And that was just a point where you cannot do that again. And Steve Carell, you will never be able to create a character for Steve Carell that iconic.
No, that's literally his Michael Scott. Like that's
him.
The best. Performance
that's just
not best performance, but best comedian character he'll ever play.
Yeah,
100%.
And like he's a great comedian.
Yeah,
but like he's not the kind of comedian that'll ever do like stand up or anything.
Well, didn't he host SNL once?
He hosted, yeah, but he doesn't do stand up.
Well, I could see him doing stand up if he's hosting SNL. No, like you don't
no, because the other people write those bits for you.
Oh, fair enough.
I feel like
I guess I'm just thinking of like the monologue.
I think the greatest stand up comedian I've ever watched is Jerry Seinfeld.
He's fantastic.
He's the best stand-up comedian I've ever heard.
I love Ricky Gervais's stand-up too.
He's pretty good, but he's a little bit like he's just brutally honest, which is funny.
Yeah.
But Jerry Seinfeld actually writes like little jokes.
Oh yeah,
right?
He like puts jokes in jokes. It's
great. And so it's just fantastic. I remember I was watching fucking comedians in cars getting coffee, and my favorite bit was like he was talking to somebody. And they were telling a story, and he was like, the way that this guy makes jokes, this is from Jerry's perspective, he's talking about a certain comedian.
Yeah.
And he's like, this guy goes, and he's like, we're at this place, we're at a bar, they got thin forks. It's like a thin fork kind of place, And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's funny because that makes, like, you know what he's talking about.
You kind of know what he's talking about.
Totally
it's like a fancy sort of, that's hilarious.
That's so sick.
But like, I just love that. It's like a thin fork kind of place.
No, that's awesome.
Like he's got a real intense story coming up right now,
Right. I don't watch a lot of stand-up comedians. I've tried watching Dave Chappelle. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's the GOAT, man.
Oh, yeah. I watched Joe Rogan stand-up. That was garbage.
Joe Rogan do stand-up? He's hilarious.
Oh, I know, but
there's this one bit.
No, there's this one, I gotta say, there's this one stand-up that he does, and it's just terrible because he goes on stage just high out of his mind. He's sweating, you see the stains, and he's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, it's intense.
And it's like, I get it, it's intense, but that's on Netflix, man.
Yeah.
They're never taking that off.
No, whatever. He's sweating. Fuck it. But no, my favorite bit was my dad used to work security at River Creek Casino in Enoch.
Okay.
Yeah. And Joe Rogan did a show there. My dad was Joe's personal security for the evening.
No way.
Yeah. And so Joe Rogan's hilarious, and he said when he went on to go do his favorite bit that I don't know if it's in any of his stand-up specials, but it was like probably the funniest joke I've ever heard somebody tell was that he was like he went to go party with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
He was like, Joe Rogan goes out to a club with Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar is fucking Brock Lesnar. Do you know who Brock Lesnar is?
He's like a pretty big wrestler.
He was in WWE, and he was the heavyweight champion in the UFC for a long time.
I know the name and what he looks like.
And so he's a beast, right?
Yeah.
And he goes into this club, right? And he's just fucking all bouncing, ready to go and shit. And then Joe was like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, Brock fuck. And he's looking around like, what the fuck? And he's like, I swear to God, Brock Lesnar ran through the fucking dance floor, picked up some blonde bitch, put her over his shoulder, and ran the fuck out of there like King Kong, man. He was like, I fucking love Brock fuck. That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I love
Dude literally looks like the Hulk though.
Oh, he's fucking huge.
That's crazy.
But like I'd chill with Brock Lesnar for an evening. Well, actually, I'm not even sure I would. He sounds like an asshole in a lot of interviews.
Really?
Yeah, he sounds like he's just a dickhead.
Why? What does he say?
I don't know. He's just a lot of he thinks he's fucking the best.
Oh, he thinks he's the guy.
He thinks he's the best in the world.
I've never really been into wrestling, and I know you were. So
I was for a really long time.
Yeah, you grew up with it.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it, and I still love it.
Well, who's your favorite?
My favorite is Edge. He's an old wrestler from like the late 90s, like through 2010, I think.
Okay.
And he came back in 2019, right? Because he had a neck injury, and I honestly didn't. He was retired for 9 years, right? I never thought he'd be back. He was in the Hall of Fame and everything, right? I never thought he'd be back, and he came back for. You ever heard of the Royal Rumble?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's just like everybody runs in and fucking goes bananas on each other, right?
You know how I know about Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. I'm like, that's so funny,
Michael.
Yeah, accept my apology, Michael. No, but he fucking out of nowhere, I was watching the Royal Rumble just because I watched that shit. I love it, right? Like it's just like I know it's fucking.
Don't
bullshit.
defend yourself. You like it.
I know
right?
it's bullshit, but it's awesome.
Well, everything's kind of bullshit when it comes to media.
But no, out of nowhere, he was like number like 20 or something. There's a 30-man Royal Rumble, and the countdown comes for the next contender. And it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Edge's music hit. After 9 years of him not being in the WWE at all, I lost my fucking mind. I didn't cry, but I was just like, no, fuck it.
That's
like, I fucking lost
awesome.
it. And the way he came in and he was just fucking ready to go, man. No, he won this year. Yeah, so he came back for a year and he was wrestling, not every night, but he was wrestling like sort of at the main event sort of things, you know? And he had a big thing with Randy Orton and stuff. Like, I watch it, right?
Yeah.
And he fucking came in for the Royal Rumble and he came in at number 2. I know it's staged, but he comes in at number 2 and he survives the 30-man Royal Rumble to win. And I was just like, fucking A.
Dude, that's awesome.
I was just like, that's Edge's comeback right there. And now he's pretty much clear to compete for the rest of his life if he wants to.
How old is he?
Oh, probably like mid-40s.
Okay.
You know, so he probably can...
So he was young when you were watching him. Then.
Yeah. And he could probably keep on competing until he's, you know, mid-50s or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he might not.
I can't believe these guys do that.
Yeah.
At age like past 45.
Fucking A. There's this one wrestler that I don't like. His name's Goldberg. And he's old as fuck and he's still competing, but he looks great. Bill Goldberg. Yeah. He's a beast though. He's huge.
Yeah.
And, like,
you know he plays Santa in that movie Santa's Sleigh that was filmed in Edmonton?
No.
Yeah, he plays a fucking killer Santa.
Is that... I'm thinking of a different movie, but there was one that's considered one of the shittiest movies ever that was shot in West Edmonton Mall.
Which one's that?
It was a Christmas movie. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, I don't remember, but I know which one you're talking about. Garbage.
Yeah, and they CGI'd the outside of West Edmonton Mall to look like it's massive. It is a big mall.
It's massive, but
they tried to make it look like a
not
gargantuan.
fucking Blade Runner.
Yeah, they tried to make it look gargantuan.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know.
It's just a big mall.
Exactly.
But it's not Blade Runner.
Yeah, no, that's a different movie. But
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
I forget what it's called though.
I don't know.
I saw this one video though on YouTube of a guy who was like talking about the movie and he was just going in on it. He's like, what fucking mall looks like that?
Yeah, nothing looks like that.
But no, Santa's Sleigh, it was filmed in Edmonton in the early 2000s and Bill Goldberg just plays a killer Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's fucking
fun.
It's hilarious.
No, that's what we were talking about this weeks ago. But like, people do shoot movies in Edmonton, but they never take advantage of how actually beautiful this city is.
They really don't.
It's gorgeous. There's little fucking nooks and crannies around the city that if you had somebody who knew the city very well and you had a certain scene going on, they'd be able to tell you exactly what's going on. Like,
and even just straight out of the city, like, Lloydminster's very nice, too. Like, the drive between,
it's
very nice.
It's just so small.
But there's some nice pit stops. Like, I remember when we went to Saskatchewan to go pick up Quinn.
Yeah.
We stopped at, like, this... We pulled off on the side of somewhere around Lloydminster, and just the fucking scenery in the middle of the winter, stars everywhere, no light pollution, you can see everything. It's sick.
I just remember, so we did Playworks, right? We did a show Upright with Caitlin Carter. Caitlin Carter directed it. We were talking about her earlier. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Like me, Cole, and Landon did that with her, and we there was a point where we did it at the Fringe like a year later, the Fringe Festival in Edmonton. Yeah. And Caitlin just had an idea because we had never shot it in a realistic sort of. We'd never ran it. We never run the show in like, we always wanted to actually go to an overpass because what happens in the show is that it's a couple bums and there's an overpass that runs over them and the whole show takes place underneath an overpass where these bums are just sitting eating and drinking coffee, right? And we wanted to go shoot it in an overpass, and it was one day she just took us into the middle of downtown, right off downtown, like but where the North Saskatchewan is.
Oh yeah,
and there's a little underpass there.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
And we ran the whole show there, and it was like, this is fantastic. Why does nobody ever use scenery like this in their projects?
True. Like, I've gone downtown just taking photos, like little B-roll footage, you know, of just downtown, anything. We have a really nice city. We really do. We got a really nice city with
and the graffiti is gorgeous.
Well, it's because every piece of graffiti has a story behind it. Yeah. I love seeing graffiti around the city because you know an artist is just putting something out, that they really love. It has a meaning to it. I hate seeing that shit get covered up. Like, I mean, obviously, sometimes it has to, depending on where it is and what it is. but a lot of it's so fucking beautiful.
Don't put it on a landmark. Like, don't.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But
just on our school. No,
yeah.
It's an artistic expression.
They'd love it. Honestly, I don't think it would be that big a deal if there was something really beautiful on our school.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
and
enough.
there is a little bit of graffiti on the outside of Vic.
Where?
Like just up top there in that in the faculty parking lot. There's a fucking little mural there. So there's the playground there. Yeah. The whole main school there, and then over there where like the King Edward part is.
Oh.
There's that painting of a girl. You know. Right. It's so they let some of it happen.
Fair enough. That's true.
And I would buy. Do you remember we always used to walk past this one painting in the humanities hallway? That it was the three gorillas.
Oh, yeah.
I would put that in my home.
Same.
That's beautiful.
Some of the art in that school.
One of them smoking a cigarette, just chilling there.
No, straight up. Some of the art in that school should not be in that school. It should like be in someone's house.
Yeah.
Someone should buy it for a good couple $100 or $1,000. Like,
exactly.
Even the photographs on the walls.
Oh yeah.
Like Mr. Wallace's. I don't know if you ever. Like,
they went somewhere.
I forget where.
It was like some place like Africa. It was a third world country. Yeah, and it was fantastic.
It was just like the photos he got. Beautiful. Insane. Unreal stuff there.
Yeah.
We're all good?
I'm just checking out how we're doing with time.
Yeah, gotcha. We got about 6 minutes left.
Okay, so we'll do a little bit of nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just continue a bit of a little nonsense here. But there's a lot of good art in that school and around it. And even the landscape, like get a landscape shot of the city, all those buildings, the fucking crane on top of that's sick.
It's all great.
It's so nice just to see that.
Yeah.
You know? There's this account I follow on Instagram. Of course I forget who it's called, so I won't be able to plug them, and I feel like shit, but maybe I'll figure it out.
Give her shit.
Yeah, exactly. He's a guy who has a plane and he just flies around Edmonton and takes great like shots of the city.
Oh really?
Like the west side, downtown, south side. It's sick.
That series wouldn't last very long. Like it's a big city, but like
but like he figures out like it's just nice to look at. Like when you're on your phone in your bedroom, you're like, oh shit, that's the city I live in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking dope.
Well, I think we're about ready to wrap up.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did. I think we got, like, we ramped so much shit today.
Yeah, we did. We got some good highlights here.
Yeah, exactly. But,
love it. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking like, subscribe, do all that nonsense. Seriously. We want you guys watching.
We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you guys so much for paying attention to the last episode. We loved it. We're going to keep on going. We'll be back next week for sure.
Of course.
And, yeah, I think that's about ready.
That's it.
Yeah, let's get going.
Awesome. Thanks a bunch, guys.